Emma Turner, an arrogant young woman, decided to marry William Simmons, a wealthy elderly man, with the intention of swindling him and inheriting his wealth. Emma was a 21-year-old girl who looked down on the idea of working. Her parents supported her for as long as they could, but realizing that their daughter would remain under their protection forever if they let her, they forced her to find a job and leave home. Under pressure, Emma got a job at a cafe where she often arrived late and was sometimes rude to customers. Deep down, Emma was unhappy and despised her life because she longed for money to buy expensive clothes and visit luxurious places, but her pockets were always empty. Moreover, she didn't like spending the little money she received, preferring someone else to pay her bills whenever possible. However, despite her physical attractiveness, she rarely found someone willing to indulge her. In general, Emma led a routine life, going back and forth from home to work. But everything changed thanks to an unexpected customer at her cafe. She was used to serving ordinary people, individuals who would grab a cup of coffee and hurry off to their next destination. But this customer was different. A high-end car parked in front of the place, and the driver got out to open the back door, allowing his boss to step out. William Simmons, an elderly man with white hair and wrinkles, emerged without fear of showing his age. Dressed elegantly, he walked straight to the cafe and waited in line for his turn. Emma usually served customers without even looking them in the eye, but by a twist of fate, this time she glanced forward and was captivated by the sophisticated gentleman. Emma quickly realized, based on his attire and the security guards accompanying him, that this was no ordinary customer. Her demeanor changed, and a fake and automatic smile appeared, followed by a phrase spoken with great kindness. "Hello, how can I assist you on this lovely afternoon?" William simply requested a plain espresso for himself and tea for his driver. Emma was unrecognizable as she processed everything swiftly and prepared the order herself with unmatched skill. As she handed over the hot beverages, Emma complimented William. She didn't stop there either. "You know, I can clearly see you're a businessman, and I wonder if you could give me an opportunity. I'll take any position that helps advance my career. I don't want to be stuck here," she said, gazing deeply into William's eyes. He hadn't expected this when he asked for a simple cup of coffee, but he noticed her commitment and decided to give her a chance. Carefully, William took out a business card and handed it to Emma before leaving. The card had his name and contact information, exciting Emma as she saw a concrete opportunity for her future. The next morning, Emma set out to call the number she had received. "How can I assist you? Mr. Simmons' office," said the voice on the other end of the line. The young woman shared her story, and the secretary confirmed that it had been relayed to him, assuring her that he was expecting her call. She accepted a job interview the following day at 4 p.m., despite not having clarity on the position it entailed. Surprisingly, Emma arrived on time and waited before the office even opened. She managed to get hold of William Simmons, the owner of the company, and the same person who had been her customer at the cafe, to listen to her. Normally, he wouldn't conduct interviews, but the young woman insisted so much that he decided to make an exception. The truth was that Emma captivated William not just with her beauty, but with her communication style and focus on her goals. Additionally, she dressed elegantly and acted like a true lady in any setting or situation. William had no doubt he would hire her and directed her to the sales department of his company, assigning her the task of visiting major companies to offer their products. The elderly man was an accomplished business mogul overseeing one of the largest retail chains in the country. Despite lacking experience and being an amateur in the business world, the company thrived like never before, leading everyone to believe that the elderly man had a natural talent for it. Emma didn't know the whole story, but she deduced it from the old photos at William Simmons' house. She also noticed the absence of a wedding ring on his finger, and despite him looking well cared for, she assumed he was over 70 years old. Consequently, she decided to try to seduce the elderly man and make him fall in love with her. She figured that due to his age, he wouldn't live much longer. That way she could marry him, wait a few years until his death, and inherit his vast fortune and company. The young woman felt no remorse for doing this to the kind elderly man who had reached out to help her. She didn't mind lying and manipulating for a while if it meant a life of luxury and carefree living in the future. Emma started her game, seeking to make the elderly man fall for her quickly. She took him to expensive places, had unforgettable dates, and stayed in regular contact with him, always listening and being there when he needed her. Any other person might have believed they were a perfect couple, but William was more astute than Emma expected. Though he enjoyed the young woman's company, he also saw her as someone in need of some guidance and support in life, someone he could guide and protect. But it wasn't until one day when William surprised Emma with a farewell letter. What Emma didn't know was that William had been monitoring her financial activities and had seen her receiving expensive gifts from a mysterious man named Michael Johnson, assuming he was her lover. Though William enjoyed Emma's company, he couldn't bear the idea of her cheating on him with someone else while they played at being a couple. William's letter indicated that he knew what she had been up to and could no longer trust her. Though it didn't explicitly mention the matter of inheritance and his company, the implication was clear. He no longer believed in her sincerity or love. Emma was furious and frightened. How could she have been so careless and underestimated the elderly man? From that moment on, Emma had to rethink her strategy. However, before she could make any moves, she received unexpected news. William Simmons had passed away suddenly due to natural causes. Emma was taken aback and bewildered to learn that William had disinherited her, leaving his entire fortune and company to his loyal personal assistant, Sarah Mitchell. Emma realized that Sarah had been by his side all along, observing and protecting William from her schemes. She felt defeated and alone, unable to help wondering if she had missed a real chance to change her life forever. Amid her sadness, she also felt some admiration for William's cunning and Sarah's loyalty. Thus concluded the story of Emma Turner, the arrogant young woman who sought to swindle a wealthy elderly man. Through her actions, she learned a valuable lesson about honesty and sincerity, and how unchecked ambition can lead to unexpected consequences. If you like this story, please leave a like, and this other video that appears on the screen now will probably move you as well. Have a great day, and see you in the next video.